And just as a sort of closing statement to summarize, so we've heard about the application of basic clinical skills to the recognition and early management of critical illness. We've got a framework of the ABCDE and ABPU type assessment. So although we have a classic sort of clinical process for assessing patients, we need a rapid framework that can be used in urgent scenarios such as this. And as Maurizio said, even those 5 steps of the ABCDE can be done in parallel, almost as you walk up to the patient, with early escalation. And as you mentioned, there are some of the more invasive things that we potentially could add to that in terms of blood gas management and echoes. But really, it's down to the basic information available at the bedside. So this is about applied physiology, but all the key indicators are there at the surface of the patient and accessible to the eyes and fingers of any experienced clinician from any specialty. And I think that's the main point there. Professor Alexandra Ramoul talked about the systematic application of standard measures, as we've just mentioned there, about DVT, ulcer prophylaxis, sedation, nutrition, and fluids. And the key message there is, again, good clinical practice applied consistently and in a standardized way can go a long way to improving the outcome of your patient, even leaving aside the equally important diagnosis and management of their acute condition and the specialist equipment and life support that critical care can bring to it. Professor Ruth Endicott has talked to us about the application of medical ethics, goal setting, ceilings, end-of-life care, and principles of distributive justice in this setting. And as she said, this is really about giving you access to the information and knowledge about that and lines of thought that are going on. It wouldn't be fair for me to try and summarize all that in a few bullet points, but I would urge you to go back and look at all of those talks in detail. And one benefit of this format with online is that you have access to all of that and can play things back as well. And I'll just finish really with a statement that I hope what's come out of this session is that your own skills and insights are very much of value at the bedside, are very relevant, and also that we appreciate you coming to help. This is preemptive training. It may be that you don't need to deploy these skills in a critical care setting, but we value you being here, and even more so when you come to help us clinically. So thank you from on behalf of ESICM and on behalf of all of us in critical care, and I hope you've enjoyed and learned from this session. Thank you.